You are currently tuned into the book club made for music. It's the album review club, brought to you by Straight Loud Entertainment. Y'all already know how we do. Go ahead and kick back, relax. I'm gonna get the guys in here. Like, share, follow, subscribe on the way in. And we're gonna get it started out here tonight. It's a 40-week. Y'all know how that go. It's gonna be something else.
Just my type, everything's so right. I just wanna chill, so let's dip up out of. What's going on, Will? What's going on?
Man, sing that shit again.
I can't do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me make sure the Kang in the back. There we go. It's the Kang. There we go. Let me make sure. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. There we go. Y'all see that? You know what I'm saying? It's 8:24 today. You smell me? You know what I'm saying? We missed you, Bean. We missed you. 8:24, big dog.
I guess shout out to Kobe.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful. Keep
Fuck.
everything. Keep it. I'm just really trying to keep it PG. Keep everything on the up and up, big dog.
With Drake quotes. That's crazy.
Hey,
Hey,
hold on, man.
it does it.
I knew you was Puerto Rican.
Skeleton, yeah, Puerto Rico. Hey, boom,
Speak some
boom,
Spanish.
boom. There's nothing more. I want to make a little quick shout out to all the foreign albums where I can't remember the name of the song, or it's in a different like characters altogether, so I can't search for it on my search list. But I know it exists. I know these songs exist on my liked playlist. I
I
just
don't,
can't search for
I don't know what you're talking about, but everybody say cheese.
Hey, what's happening,
them.
y'all?
It's
What it do?
Nigeria.
I gotta say, I'm
No,
not a
God.
Lakers fan, but the fact that you got a Lakers shirt and then somehow LeBron is like, looks like he's glowing in that poster
He
behind you,
is. He is.
it's pretty good. I'll give it.
He the king.
He's going to retire next year though.
Is he?
Well,
Either retire or get traded. I heard the Warriors been trying to get him to come to.
Hustle, man. If he is gonna retire, let that man retire.
Dude, it'd be wild though if he got to like 45 and was still playing. I'm like, Lord.
forget all that. Tonight we have gathered to witness the review of Journey to the West
God.
it's always by Monkey, but by Damon Albarn and them good folks over at Grill. But before we get started, whatever you're sipping on, whatever you're drinking on,
H2O.
toast
Take
to
a
H2O.
sip, big dog. Take a
H2O.
sip.
we twins.
Everybody, take a little. Hold on.
Hey, are we all watered up? Watered up.
That's some dark looking water I seen on one of my screens.
All right, man. Look, man. Let's go ahead and get real, man. Look.
That dark water.
A quick tell it.
There
Of
we go.
course, this was a 40 album, and we know 40 has some interesting taste. But in the UK, on their albums, it went number 5 on its release, entirely in Mandarin. It became the first album of its kind to chart in the UK. It also reached number 1 on the UK indie chart. Overall, the album spent 4 weeks in the UK's top 100, 2 of which were in the top 40. Monkey B managed to enter the top 200 on the singles chart off of downloads alone at 196. So, something real slight, something real quick. So 40. Man, what possessed you to give us this?
Um, I think when you're talking about like when you think of like international stuff, like you either go to like an album from a group where you're essentially going like, oh, here's like Bad Bunny, where like they're super famous in that area, but maybe not a lot of people really like know about like South, like like what I'm saying, where like it's like, oh, this is the best German metal band, Rammstein, and maybe only a handful of people know, or like you got like the death metal group, what is it? It's something baby. It's a Japanese band that used to be like baby metal, and people used to like be wild. But for this one, I love because it was literally gorillas. So it's Damon Albarn and his buddy Jamie Hewitt. And I watched. They have a documentary about this, and they go and basically go. Someone goes up to him and is like, "Hey, would you be interested in working on this like Journey to the West opera?" And they were like, "Yes," because they watched a show that they thought was Chinese, but was a Japanese TV show about the Journey to the West that was made to look Chinese. That was then played in Britain Airways, right? You have a British man who composed the Chinese opera that did pretty good, and then created, and then went and worked with a Chinese director. I'm sorry, Chinese director going to Beijing, China, to then go and recruit a whole like orchestra, like an opera cast. And I honestly think like this is a good way to get introduced without going full into like, let's go and listen to some Chinese opera right quick, because at least this has like what a British man who knows, like this is also during the time of Gorillaz, like when he was like kind of popping off, because Gorillaz Demon Days was like 2004. So it's just, I thought this was like a good, more listenable experience than just like, hey, let's go into like the deep heart roots of like Mongolia or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I felt like this. I actually really do enjoy this album. I like the cultural significance of like Journey to the West as a whole. For it's also going from China to India. So, and then like just different like religious beliefs, cultural beliefs, morality, stuff like that. So that's why I picked this album.
Have you seen? You haven't seen the actual opera or whatever, right?
They do not have footage of the actual opera. They have like little like people have snippets and then some like bad footage back in like 2008 when people didn't know how to upload onto YouTube. So you get like some like 180p kind of like 30-minute takes. They have a radio. I think this is how messed up it is. They have a radio. So like someone took the actual sounds from the opera and have the whole opera, but they have no visual like video edit footage of it, which is so frustrating. So, Damien, if you're out there and you have a random recording, please drop it. I,
Have you? So have you seen any of the Journey to the West movies then? Because there's a couple of different. This is like an old story, right?
oh yeah, this is a. I started watching Monkey because this is a because that's what inspired this one. And when I
Yeah.
watched Monkey, it is wild because like a lot of the story is really just about like Sun Wukong, this like monkey born from stone, causing shenanigans. Like he goes to like the emperor, the ruler of the heaven, and he's like, "Hey, make me into an immortal, or you'll catch these hands." And the emperor's just not in the mood to deal with it. But the problem is, the emperor doesn't deal with the monkey to the point where the monkey keeps like eating like basically what they were could be considered sensu beans and becomes immortal through all that. And he just like causes problems for everybody the entire time until Buddha has to step in and be like, "Look, if you can't
Wait,
escape
is
my
that what the
hand,"
peaches are?
yeah, the heavenly peach garden. He goes and eats
Okay.
a whole bunch of heavenly peaches that take like thousands of years to ripen, and it basically it's like sensu beans basically, because Dragon Ball is also a Journey to the West motif. It's not actually
Yeah.
like fully, but it's very similar.
Yeah.
And Son Goku, which yeah, but no, I just when you really go into Journey to the West, and then you love Dragon Ball Z, and you love a lot of like other things that are inspired by like the novel Journey to the West, it's kind of like you just kind of get invested. And I really like their depiction of like the music, the way the music stylings, and the way that it like kind of progresses. As someone who loves the novel, but anyways, what y'all think? Did y'all know anything? Do y'all know anything about Chinese history or culture or Buddhism? Yes, no.
Well, personally, would have rather heard that back rows Mongolian Chinese single myself versus someone that is coming from the UK to make Chinese music. But that's just me personally.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like it would be more authentic versus someone who visited a place and was like, "Oh, I understand the culture now," versus someone who's like, I was raised in the culture." So,
Yeah.
um,
Well, I will say that he was working with a Chinese director, So it's not like, and he had like a Chinese like Chinese musicians, like an opera.
which is
Um,
cool, which is
yeah,
cool and fine and all, but still, just it kind of take a little bit of seasoning off for me because, like,
yeah. And I don't
you know,
speak Mandarin, so I don't know the
you ain't from there for real. Come on now,
yeah. Especially
like
since it's Damon Albarn. But
that's like
shout out
when
to Damon for being able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
that's like when Snoop Dogg went and dropped a reggae album. Like, come on, Snoop, I'd rather this be Bob Marley or something. You know what I'm saying?
I would. I mean, yeah, okay, because technically, wasn't that album not really well received, anyways?
I'm just saying in general, like, you know what I'm saying. But hey, that's just
Well, you know what
overall.
they say. This ain't Texas.
It didn't sway it didn't sway how I felt about this album because like Fulo might have mentioned last week, I decided to judge this album off of how I felt this week. So yeah, it's gonna be
Hey, I'm down with it, man.
full up. What you got, man?
I mean, I think this is the part we typically say whether or not we're familiar with the where it's coming from. So yeah, like been knowing about Journey of the West. I like Damon Albarn, like Gorillas. There's a lot of that up here. There's a lot of that up here. And because of the because I've recently been learning a lot about China from from people who would know about it. I don't hear a lot of that in this, like a lot. Like I don't hear. It's like Wu's right. Wu's right. I'm not an expert on Chinese music by any means, but Wu's right where it's like this is not like authentic. Which is fine. Like for instance, this is coming from someone who doesn't like authentic Mexican food. I prefer Taco Bell. So it's like I'm okay with somebody making like an imitation, but like I don't. He doesn't get extra points from me from him being like, oh man, he is from England. He was able to make this. Like, yeah, he's from England. He was able to make like an English person's interpretation of what Chinese music sounds like. so I mean, it's all good though. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to get into the album. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Damon Albarn because despite what we have produced of his work up on the album review club, I'm a huge fan of his work. So we're gonna get into it. Schmid.
Uh yeah, no, I mean like I have a little bit of experience with gorillas. I
Hey, yeah.
figured I didn't know specifically, but I figured this was that same because I don't know, like a while ago I learned that like the like Dragon Ball, like you mentioned, like Dragon Ball Z references that Monkey God King or whatever, that like a lot of Asian based culture that I'm familiar with or media that I'm familiar with kind of references that. Um,
What kind
so
of
then
hate?
I kind of figured that that was the same inspiration thing. I don't know, but I really I will say I didn't necessarily judge this based on how I was feeling, but it's also it's just it was is I wish there was a visual medium to go with it is my thing.
Mm,
And being able to see it how like that would help it play out a little bit more. Being able to see it in its actual form, you know. But like watch because I look like super late. Like I think earlier today I found like the YouTube synopsis of like a couple different acts or skits or whatever. Not you. That's a YouTube. I'm gonna say Wikipedia. So that was kind of that helped a little bit. That did help a little bit. That's why, like like I picked up a little bit more on like the Heavenly Peach Banquet and understanding that like he had scarfed down some heaven gods peaches or whatever it was. Um,
Jesus.
um, but like
Wow.
so yeah, so that did help some. Although I feel like there's a like based on the synopsis I was reading, I feel there's a lot of gaps in
yeah.
both between the two. So that also it helped, but it also didn't help. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm gonna see how it goes at the end. I'll see it in my rating. But
There is
like, it's interesting.
there is a thing that like when I like they had a couple live showings of like 3 minute like blips of like hey this like whenever they go in like whenever they do a documentary and they go and cut to like the thing they're talking about and you get like literally 30 seconds and then like anyways and it's like wait can I watch a little bit more of this. There's times where like they're having like full on ballads and they're saying like they're singing a lot of stuff and they just skip and like fast forward And this when you like look at the names of like where they're going and what they're doing, there's a lot of like skips. It's like we're here, now we're there, and also we're not going to talk about the time when he killed all these guys or whatever. So, but yeah, um, yeah.
which
Okay.
since we judging this off the album, I feel like takes away from it as a collection of music. But go ahead, 40, give us something good, man. What made you fall in love with this project where you can present it
So
to us?
like for me, Monkey Bee was like my favorite song, like the whole time. It's just the way that it opens up. Monkey Bee is kind of like it's kind of at the end of the story of them traveling. They get like to like one of the volcanoes or whatever, and they're trying to pass. I don't know how to describe it because I'm not even sure. There's a couple different tellings, and then even one of the movies I sent to Chetta, they kind of like retell characters sometimes. Like people just take liberties, like, oh, this guy was a so like some of the people that are with Tripitaka, who's like the monk who's supposed to get the scriptures. Pigsy sometimes is like a demon. Sometimes he's like the person who worked for the Jade Emperor, who was trying to mess with one of the Jade Emperor's concubines, and then he got banished to go and be a pig-faced demon because he was an ugly, like lusty guy. Um, so you don't really know like specifics, but Monkey Bee is kind of like him. This woman has this fan that can go and basically like when she like uses it, it can like push like galaxies away, so you could just go and get sent like forever. Because every a lot of Chinese mythos and Taoism and stuff is like, oh, I'm so strong, I can go and kill a thousand eternities or whatever. You're like, what does that even mean? Okay, but it's just like him. She's mad at the Monkey King because he keeps harassing her because the Monkey King will go to your house and be like, let me eat your food, and you say no. He's like, well, I'm the Monkey King. I'm the greatest sage of all time. I'm gonna eat your food now, and if you don't want me to eat your food, I'm gonna fight you. And you're like, all right, just eat my food then. And that's like literally 90% of the journey to the West is just him causing problems. But she
Damn,
tries to
40.
blow him away. He
Flag,
gets
flag, 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 flag.
good.
Dang, you turned the junk into a book club for real. Good, good.
No, no, I love this. Just tell me when I'm going too much. But
Right.
I love that song because of it, because it's three different singers.
Yeah, he's trying to tell you that you're doing too much.
I am doing too much, but I also love it.
Just tell us the songs that you like.
Oh, okay, okay. So Monkey
Oh
B
wait,
is great.
you was
It's the first song I really fell in love with. This go around, Sandy the River Demon, I love. It's
Wait,
him just
I
recount.
will say, in short, because the monkey bee thing is like he tries to get the fan to defeat a volcano, can't defeat the volcano, so then he turns into a bee, defeat the Iron Lady to get the fan, then defeat the
hey,
volcano,
hey,
some shit
shut,
like that,
shut,
right?
shut, shut. I understand. I understand. I get you. I got you. But
Okay,
hey, yo, I'll catch the 40 cheddar
I
replay.
tried.
okay,
Play.
okay. Hold on, hold
Like,
on. I'll actually summarize it in like three sentences.
man,
Yeah,
hey,
okay.
Monkey needs
bro,
a fan.
man,
Lady
hey.
doesn't want to get fan. Monkey tricks lady to giving fan.
I'm gonna
That's
give
the
you,
answer.
I'm gonna give you extra. A monkey, low lights,
Monkey see a monkey do. You know what I'm saying?
low lights. That's
Okay. Hold on. Sandy River Demon's really cool. It's just literally about a guy talking about his past and why he became where he became. And also right before that's Confessions of a Pig, which is basically just Pigsy and Sandy, both recounting. But I love the way Sandy the River Demon is like, man, I used to be this great guy, and now I'm trash. Like now I'm just a guy, like a fish in the water, right? Like that's it. That's I was, and he literally got banished because he knocked over a goblin. And then the Jade Emperor was like, all right, now you're going into this water forever, and you're going to be forced to become a demon. Heavenly Peach Garden's amazing, very beautiful song. And then special shout out to the Dragon King, which is just the Dragon King trying to give the monkey a weapon, and the monkey's like, they're all too light for me. I need something heavier. I need something stronger. And that's where he
Hold on,
gets
Iron
the
Rod oh, Dragon King, not Iron Rod. Okay,
yeah.
never mind. Go ahead, go ahead.
Well, that's where it turns into the Iron Rod because he gets the cudgel, which is remember in Dragon Ball where he's like staff get longer. That's the
Yeah,
Iron Cudgel essentially. But okay,
I figured that's what that was.
but I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off.
shoot, we
Go ahead, Lou.
signing.
Go
Who
ahead, Paul.
He said, "Go ahead, Will."
um all right. For me personally, since I said that I prefer like the more traditional sound when it comes to this, the Living Sea, because for whatever reason I'm thinking of this like as a soundtrack album, because you
Yeah,
know 9 times out of 10 soundtrack album really ain't gonna hit, but the Living Sea, that's kind of what I expected to be like on the soundtrack for Journey to the West. I don't know why, but that's just it. I would have enjoyed the Dragon King more if I
Quick
understood.
question. Wait. Sorry to interrupt. Mini flag. Is this a soundtrack or a score?
That's a good question.
It's
It
for a movie, for a play, or
Yeah, so
something.
it's more like a score though, right? Because it's supposed to be like playing along, or is it supposed to be a sound? See, which
it's a
also drastically
soundtrack.
It
changes
It's
wait,
some
wait,
of
like
the
anyway,
soundtracks too.
it officially is considered a soundtrack.
yeah.
That's kind of weird then,
Well, a
because I
score
know
is more
typically.
so like the accompaniment of like because like the operas will sometimes just have the instrumentals, which is usually, to my
Yeah,
knowledge, a
which is what
score.
mainly what this is, isn't
But
it?
what are these? Okay, let's gonna get into a whole other conversation. I appreciate
Okay,
this
okay,
the
I
sentiment, but that
digress.
might turn into a what what doth an opera
The
be?
meaning of
You know,
life.
what
Okay,
is the meaning of life out here in the sea of music? Oh,
musical film student thesis. But
okay,
anyway, go ahead, Will. My
go
bad.
ahead
I
with your
also
red
like
light, looking like you're about to get arrested.
I like the
I don't know what he said, but it was racist.
all right, but I would have enjoyed the Dragon King more if I understood it, but it was straight.
Mm,
Um, second half of Battle in the Heaven, when once the horns kick in, that was straight.
mm,
But hey, the first half,
Yeah.
no lights. Um, Sandy the River Demon. This gave me the perfect Chinese gorilla mix. Um,
mm.
and I kind of that's kind of the song that I expected the whole take to sound like, honestly.
Mm.
Especially so they're like, yeah, it's gorillas. March of the Volunteers is an acceptable flip of the Chinese national anthem. Yeah. And the Monk song is another song that I expect to be up here, especially when I started listening to it. Because honestly, the first song I listened to up here was a ringtone, so I was like, all right, this about to be some shit. But I mean,
Oh yeah, Monkey's World was
eventually,
yeah. See, Monkey World feels more gorilla to me than some of the other stuff. I don't know, but anyway.
but yeah,
Yeah.
those are my highlights. I appreciate gorillas. They my friends. My friends are some real gorillas.
Just G Unit. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done.
Go ahead, Full.
All right, so um, maybe got two and a P. Um, Monkey's Travels, Omi Tufu. Um,
That's a gimme, man. That's a gimme.
well, no. That food is like it's Mandarin for that food. I looked at the character. It's that food is like the food that means Buddhism. So it's unfortunately not my
Hey,
food.
What'd
I
you
got a
say?
question. I got a question.
That food is the food. So in Mandarin, fu. So I think it's second tone, maybe second or third tone. I don't know. Fu is like the character that represents Buddhism,
Oh,
and
Buddhism.
my food,
Oh, that
like
makes more sense then.
my
That makes
food,
more sense
like
then.
my and like the food in my name is a completely different character, and it's
Okay,
only
because
used
that's
for
supposed to
names,
be
so it
when they
never comes
call the
back.
Buddha.
But
Okay,
but
that makes so much more sense. Okay,
but
okay.
y'all same forehead though.
Anyway, so I would go with Confessions of a Pig. And I'm gonna be real with you, bro. It's kind of hit. Like it's I'm not gonna crash out on this album because I don't think the album's bad, but like it gives soundtrack vibes the whole time. Like the whole time, it gives soundtrack vibes. Like every song, I'm like, man, if I could see what he's probably, if I could see what he's seeing while he's composing this or making this, I'd probably like it more. But it's just like without the visuals, man, it's like there's not much I can do with it. It's very like there's very gorillas heavy. You can tell there's very gorillas heavy, like from his like from the same person. Um, and to speak on the positives, it's just solid, man. Like I don't know, like I don't have a lot to say about this because it's just like it's not bad. It just kind of feels like I'm getting it feels like if I was to listen to like a Hans Zimmer soundtrack, like he scores a movie, I'm listening to like a Hans Zimmer, one of the greatest American
No, I
composers.
know, but I just don't see where you're going with this. Keep going.
So I got you. I imagine you listen to a Hans Zimmer like soundtrack, but you haven't seen the movie. So you're
Uh,
like listening to it, and you're just like,
okay,
man,
wait. You see, that's what I'm saying. That's a score though, right? Hans Zimmer does scores, not soundtracks.
yeah, but well, here's the deal. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. He scores the movie, but when they compile it all together and release it, it's a soundtrack.
Oh, okay. Because this feels more like a
Uh,
score, like I'm supposed to be watching it, and this is the background music.
well, I mean, we're splitting the apple here. Like this,
Okay,
it's essentially the same. Generally when a movie has a soundtrack, those songs typically are in the movie. So if you go to like something like Fast and the Furious, most of those songs that are on the official soundtrack are in the movie someplace. You see what I'm saying? So, but nevertheless, I digress. I don't know, man. It's just hard for me to give like a super duper opinion because there's not a lot here. There's not a
Mm,
lot here. A lot of it's instrumentals. And if you either like it or you don't, I don't think it's poorly made, but it just feels incomplete. So, like for instance, I love Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer is amazing. Listen to the what is it? The Interstellar soundtrack. Interstellar is one of the most like beautifully scored and like sound and music that goes with the movie of all time. The problem is you've never seen Interstellar. You're kind of just like, this sounds really really beautiful. I have no idea what the context is.
mm.
It's just like,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I got like two off here. And then I'll save my negatives for later. I think it's on Cheddar, man.
let's see. I
Also,
mean,
hold on, really fast. Shout out to Hans Zimmer, man.
Yeah. No, shout out for real. He's great.
That's my uncle.
uh,
Oh, Chetta,
man.
I looked it up. So scores, as he said, are like basically they're original pieces that are mainly just instrumentals that go as Fulo was saying. Whereas soundtracks can also incorporate the score itself.
Okay,
And I think technically this would be considered a score if not for the fact that there
They
was
called it a
probably a couple
soundtrack.
songs. Hmm?
Well, the other thing is they called it a soundtrack.
Yeah, that's the main thing is that like it's
mm,
probably more because of the fact that it's for a film and it's not. I don't know. It's weird. Like this one is a weird one, but anyways,
mm, okay.
somewhat of
Um,
a thing.
I'll save that piece for my lowlights, but highlights. I like March of the Iron Army. It didn't really sound like a march of an army, but it sounded to me personally sounded more like I don't know, like a Russian, like before the march, like when they're all at the dinner table and they're drinking their beers or whatever, like Russians or Germans or something like that. That's what it sounds a little bit more like to me than a march from the army. But I liked it. Uh, Iron Rod I liked because it felt like that was one that I could like really picture what was going on in the scene. Like, oh, he's getting his special weapon now. It sounded kind of dope. Like 40 mentioned, Heavenly Peach Banquet does sound pretty beautiful. I liked it. Monkey B, which I'll get into a little more, I guess, with my low lights, but I'm a little bit torn. I do like the second half of the song, like when the guitar kind of really kicks in and kind of overshadows a lot of the stuff that's going on at the beginning of the song. um, I said guitar, whatever instruments they're playing, I don't know. Yeah, I'll go ahead and leave it at that. There's probably a couple other ones in here that see, because that's going into I'll go into it more in my low lights, I guess. But like yeah, cool. But I'll go ahead and pass it back to 40.
So my lowlights, I don't like Disappearing Volcano. I like what it's about and kind of how it's like because of my little bit probably more one I've listened to this album since like 2008, right? So I've had like ample time to like generate images in my mind of what I would see. But I don't like the fact that there's like them singing at the end is like that last like 30, 40 seconds. I wish they just kind of split it because sometimes I want to hear that part and not like the whole soundscape of what they're trying to do as like the volcano kind of disappears, right? I don't like Pigsy in Space. Um, it's just one of those that like it just stands right in front of Monkey Bee. I'm not 100% fan like loving of it. Um, there's definitely a level where like the beginning, like the first half, is kind of fun. I don't like Tripitaka's curse. Every time it comes on, I'm just like I get like anxiety, and I think that might just be because of it trying to be that way. But I'm not a fan of like those. Also, Whisper. Whisper is one that like So like because this is like essentially a soundtrack, there's a lot of times where they just put this is a soundtrack. Because it's a soundtrack, there's a lot of stuff on this album that like it's specific to the scene that it's set that there's no visual for, which is a
Hold
problem.
on,
Go ahead,
hold
go
on,
ahead.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I think Cheddar asked this. I gotta double back. Have you seen this before?
No,
Oh, there's no footage. I
So
remember
you've
when this
never.
was.
Hold on, but so that means you've never seen it before.
I've only seen the snippets of all the things that I've looked at from documentaries, like just closed like releases and like other stuff. But outside of that, I also watch a lot of Journey to the West movies and stuff like that. And I love like a lot of the Monkey King kind of like imagery and paintings and stuff of that ilk. So in terms of
Right.
like, because like a lot of the scenes of like what the Dragon King is and all this stuff and what the Monkey King is and what the Iron Rod looks like if you play Black Myth Wukong, a lot of that stuff is going to exist in some form or fashion as a visual idea of what these characters are. Um, and then like just certain things that happen throughout the way that even everything's composed. Like was it the Monkey's World? That beginning, that first song was like boom, 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 boom. You know that weirdness, right? It's because he is born from stone. So it's like the stone that Buddha says is from truth rolls down this hill, and then a monkey pops out of it. And when he pops out, it's like this entire destiny has formed, and that's why like the music kind of opens up so crazily. But for me, anyway, those are the kind of the negatives I don't like. Is that sometimes there are like some of the soundtrack songs have like multiple acts inside the song, and sometimes you just want to go to that one particular act, and that can be frustrating because you still have to kind of sit through the other variations of the acts, and you're like, all right, the build up till you get to this change up, and you're like, I just like the change up. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say. Go ahead. Go ahead, Will.
All right. Well, I'm a like you said, it's kind of hard for me to imagine these different scenes, seeing as how I've never seen it before. So,
Mm.
so like for example, on Confessions of a Pig, I don't know why I wrote this down. I'm just sitting there thinking about when you throw like a whole hog on the grill, you about to smoke it. I'm just thinking about it, start singing. You be like, man, we gotta cook this motherfucker up. And he just starts singing. I don't know why, but
I think
shout
that's
out.
actually part of where it is because he causes some problems, and then a demon captures him, and it's going to eat him, and then he goes and confesses all this stuff.
Um,
No, no, no. He needed to be saved by the monk so he could become a companion to help him on his quest. It was either that or get burned alive or something. And
nah,
so, yeah.
nah, getting
so
thrown.
actually, you
Yeah.
talking about the monkey
No,
guy?
no,
After he gets
Confessions of
captured,
a
you talking
Pig.
about Topeka?
No, no,
Hey,
the song "Confessions of a Pig." It's
hey,
literally that part of the start of that
Oh no,
part.
wait! Is this supposed to be about around the time when Rebecca gets like injured, and then Pig's got to go find Monkey Man or whatever?
nah,
Yeah,
ain't none of
because then they have
it.
to go and get the free the monkey. They have to free the monkey from the mountain. It's
Yeah,
crazy
because they
story.
they ditched the Monkey Man for being too violent or something like that.
Nah,
Yeah.
He lost a bet to Buddha and then got stuck in the mountain for like
No, no, this is
500
supposed to be
years.
after that though. I think it's
hey,
supposed to be way
hey,
after that.
hey, hey. This is when
No, no, because
Ungrad
go ahead, go
is
ahead, go ahead. Is it?
un-
You know what? Let's do a Journey to the West movie, and then we'll just talk about it in our album review
oh,
club.
let me tell
Everyone, check out Try to Tease Reels. You know what I'm saying?
let me tell you what it's about. This is when Ungrab his good sandals. You get that big boy towel thrown in the back pocket. He put him on the grill and he smoked him. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's why I seen this when I was listening to it. But other than that, to me, some of it sounds like some basic video game music. And I use Omi Fu as an example. But the others sound like a bunch of instruments when they're just like warming up. So like right before a band start playing or orchestra
Mm.
start playing, they start doing that. It's not like he's trying to do that, but in like a control way. But then at some time it gets just lost because they're going through scales at random times, and then it's basic, but it's a whole bunch of extra stuff. Then you throw some random Asian dialogue on top of it. It's just like, all right, I don't know what's going on. I can't pull up to this. Ain't none of that. But to pull a quote from the director of the joint, messy is a bad word, but he took a melody, messed it around, and put some noise into it.
Which one?
Twisted and processed the sound so that none of it is as it seems. I mean, it's a great description because I mean,
That's supposed to be the album or a specific song.
he said that he talking about the album. Well, not Well, he might have been talking about a song, but
Mm.
it transfers over to the whole album. But
It just drives out.
yeah, all the interludes up there. So into the Eastern Sea, like
Oh,
I
it's
said,
interludes.
it's it's a ringtone or alarm clock for your phone. Um, Iron Rod. The hell am I supposed to say that? It's using some cool ass monkey noises. Like, come on now. Um,
This monkey noise right here. Oh, oh, right.
hey, come on now. Out of the Eastern Sea. When I got there, that's when I realized all these interludes weren't for me. But it makes no sense for them to be on a soundtrack. Like I don't,
How do you know what's an interlude?
because there was like like under a minute or like a minute long.
Okay, that's fair.
So in my head, I was like, all right,
That's
this is
fair.
an interlude because it's just the instruments warming up. Like I don't. But the first
Wait,
half of Battle,
what song specifically were you talking about? Or were you just saying like as a?
No, it's yeah, because a lot of that there's yeah, go ahead. There's one I was just listening to like half a second ago that sounded like the instruments were warming up. I forget which one it was. I think it was I love.
it
No,
was
it's not I love.
it's real good on Disappearing Volcano.
Okay.
But
Mm,
said earlier, the first half of Battle in Heaven is it's annoying until the horns kick in. Trip Attacker's Curse, not unnecessary noise. It's the same music. he just threw some stuff out there. And then by the time I got to like about 18 on up here, the song seemed to start dragging, and I kind of tapped out. But Disappearing Volcanoes in that, and it literally sounds like orchestra tuning up and doing a sound check. And then at the end, they start freestyling to a rooster. Like I don't know, man. They could did better with the rooster in the background.
needs less rooster here. Increase rooster volume by 3.
In
Less
fact, I would
rooster
have
and more
been
cock.
happier. I would have been happier if they put that somewhere else up there and added like a moo or something.
I respect that. Okay, I respect that. That
But yeah,
yeah.
those are my low lights on this beautiful album on this wonderful Sunday.
Hey,
All right, so on me.
all
I
eyes
mean,
on you.
I'm gonna keep it short, man. It's just
Like his hair.
uh I I'm not really feeling this like on any level, bro. And it's because it's a soundtrack to a movie or a play that I either haven't seen or possibly will never see. And again, like whenever you can't make part of something and then like really give it like a good analysis because it's like it's supposed to be accompanied by something else, or in this case there's the main thing, then there's the side thing, and when you analyze the side thing by itself it feels a bit unfair and it feels incomplete. So it's like, yeah, this it's not even that it's negative. Once again, I like Damon Albarn's production. I kind of see this as like it really just sounds like a Gorillaz like Chinese inspired album. The problem is uh there's just not a lot here to critique. It's kind of just like it sounds okay, but it feels incomplete. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have any visions in my mind about what's going on. I'm not like tracking. I'm not trying to hunt down and track the story as the songs progress or anything like that because it wouldn't be unless I had like the script of the play or of the movie, it wouldn't be accurate. Like these songs are done with intent. So again, imagine a movie or imagine like The Dark Knight where they had The Dark Knight Rises where they have that part of the soundtrack where they're chanting and the chanting's happening as like Bane's rising from like the darkness, all this other stuff. Imagine you have no context. It just sounds like chanting. You have no idea what's going on. It just sounds like chanting. It's hard to be like, man, this really fits what the image that I'm coming up with in my head. And I'm a big believer in I don't care what the content is about. I don't care what the content is related to if the music itself is mid or bad. And this one, I just feel like it's mid, but I feel like I'm doing it a disservice because I can't see it. It'd be different if this was like I could see it and then we do the review, or we review and then we watch it, or we watch it at the same time. But without it, it feels like I don't know. It's like watching a video with no music. It's like when nigga, imagine how it sounds. I
Like,
can't.
hey, you just gave me a good idea. Maybe we should go through movie soundtracks and then 40 and Cheddar drop a review of the movie too.
Well, the problem with this one is they can't. It's like,
Ba-dum,
the
ba-dum.
problem with this one is unless we're going to send Cheddar and 40 to China to
Hey,
watch
look,
this play.
hey, let's just send them to a Chinese restaurant.
Okay, okay. This is you've unfortunately unlocked
I already said, but that was also
off
racist.
topic conversation. Cheddar, can we just do all the Godzilla films and we just talk about each soundtrack's version of the Godzilla theme song and we just go, oh man, that one might be the best. That one made me feel like Godzilla.
As long as we start with King of Monsters and end with Godzilla versus Kong.
We have to do Godzilla minus one though, because when he steps
And that.
into Tokyo, or was I think it might have been Osaka. Let's just say you. Oh my God, the way they played like boom, 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 and then
Yeah, I'm mad I missed out on that one, actually.
Hey,
China Godzilla
hey,
minus one is fantastic.
hey, we gotta get this Chinese album back to the UK pretty soon.
They,
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and push on Cheddar, man.
All right. So the thing I was kind of talking about earlier, my highlights or what I was gonna wait to get to is because like there's a lot of songs that I like pieces of it, but like either the beginning I don't like or the ending I don't like. Like even Monkey Bee is one that like in the beginning of it I felt like it got really kind of messy. As that's why I thought that might be what you were talking about earlier because it's kind of all over the place. Where like the instrumentals come in, and then I don't know. It's just if the vocals came in and the instrumentals come in here and there, and it just didn't sound like it was
Hey,
very
hey,
well together until the guitar just comes in and like overshadows all of that. And it's like, okay, cool, now that's something.
Chin,
Um,
Chin said messy is a bad word.
who said that? Not clean. um, but there's like and there's a slew of songs that are kind of like that, like there was one that somebody mentioned they like. Which one was that? But then the moaning on
I
it,
got,
whoever the lady was singing that started moaning on it, I was like, that kind of takes it away from me.
I got a question.
Um,
When you do the reviews, do you not write down a song?
no.
I got,
Earlier on, I think I was doing that.
to
Sometimes it
his
depends.
defense,
Because
to
honestly, this
everyone's
one too was
defense
one
on
that
like
I wait. Huh?
sorry, to everyone's defense, this is probably one of the hardest things to basically go and point to and be like, it's this song like March of the like what's the difference between March of the Volunteers and March of the Iron Army? Even though I've listened to this a bajillion times, there are still times where I'm like, which sound is it? You know what I'm saying? Because this is still like as you guys like what you guys are saying is not like incorrect. Like it is would be easier to visually be able to see it and to know, oh, I know this song because of this thing that happens at this point at this thing.
Right.
Um, so it is hard to like be like, oh, which trumpet, um, whatever like traditional Chinese instrument, and then random electronic dub, whoop whoop whoop, all played at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's very difficult to be like, oh, Living Sea, obviously. You know.
And I would say in this case, I waited very late in the week to start this because I'm not gonna lie to you. I came in this with the same energy I came in with New Blue Sun, where I was like, oh God, fuck this album. I mean, F this album and F Justin. But
hey, hold on,
until I
Rand,
started actually
Rand.
listening to it, until I started actually listening to it, I felt a lot better. But going into having to start this album, I felt the same kind of energy I felt for New Blue Sun, where I was mad.
Hey,
Um,
hey,
uh,
hey, that
but
was hold on. And that was rare. You gave a shout at us earlier today about that. My mom watched the show.
and even like last week when I was doing little previews of it, I could tell that I was gonna feel the same kind of energy I have for New Blue Sun. But when I actually listened to it, I did pick a lot more out of it than I did out of Blue Sun. That's for sure. Because it's still F Andre for that. Anyway, whatever.
Also, also, I went back and tried to find out why you gave it an E, and you wanted to give it something between an F and a D. You gave it, I want to say you changed it to a D minus.
I changed it to a D minus.
I believe so.
Is it too late for me to change it to
For,
a
for
D? Forget
Did I
this
go
out of
back
my
to
system.
E?
all right,
Get this out of my playlist and watch history. Is there a way that I can do that?
all right. It's now a G.
Oh, for GTFOH. But anyway, but yeah, that's my thing. It's like a lot of these songs, some of it I like, some of it I wouldn't. I agree with Fuller, but like it was hard without the visual medium. But like I said kind of earlier, when I found that little snippet on Wikipedia earlier today, it did change my feeling on a lot of the songs initially. They gave a little bit of context that helped some. But then, like I said as well, like some of it's missing. Like where's the Spider Woman? Where's the sexy Spider Woman? Where's the songs about her? I don't know. Nowhere to be found. Um, maybe she died giving birth in a jungle when it was
Oh, you mean
supposed
the
to be
Spider
Madam
Woman
Web.
that like took
I
the
tried to
career?
insert a Madam Web reference. It didn't work out. Anyway, whatever. I'm done. 40 is back to you.
Yeah. So, from like from what I value in albums, right? Is
How was your?
I'm genuinely someone who like goes to magic shows and likes to be like surprised. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh, I've seen 1,000 card tricks. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes that person just goes, have you checked your nostril? And you go, what? The ace of spades in my nose? How did that happen? Right? Um, I was extremely surprised that Damon Albarn had the ability to
But
like
see,
confirm.
this would be like going to a magic show and standing in the bathroom the whole time while you listen to all the magic happen on the
No, no,
stage.
no, no. No, I'm talking about like a music standpoint, right? Because like the creator of the Gorillas, the only other like musical thing that I had known when I first gotten like exposed to him was that he was he worked on the Gorillas and he was like the front man for a band called Blur. But
Oh yeah.
I didn't know he was like the guy who was composing the stuff. He learned pentatonic
Mm.
scales, which helped him learn how to go and do the actual scales utilized in Chinese opera, and then worked with Chinese artists and performers as well as the co-director being writing in China, like Mandarin and stuff, to make sure that everything was as authentic as they possibly could make it.
But
Um,
but Taylor kind of right, man. This feels like you.
I mean, all right,
This feel
bro.
like you ain't got a show yet, and then they was like, "Oh, what just happened? He just stopped during the half."
well, let's also be like let's also
I don't
keep
know,
it a
man.
thousand percent.
I'm gonna go ahead and like I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with you, partner, on the authenticity. I'm around. Like I guess I'm in like a fortunate position right now where I'm very exposed to like Chinese culture from a lot of different ethnic groups, which is very strange in China. And mm.
No, I look. I'm not saying that this is authentic Chinese music.
Well, no.
What
What I'm
I'm
saying is
saying,
no. What I'm saying is I can't give you credit for authenticity if it's still not authentic. It's like for instance, it's like me giving once again. I like Taco Bell. It's like Taco Bell being like, we're the authentic Mexican restaurant. It's like, I mean, you're definitely a Mexican restaurant, but like, it's just like
oh,
this album definitely is about something that has to do with China. But like, I
you know
wouldn't
what? You
call
know what?
this.
This was covered in Atlanta, which was literally about a black guy learning sushi, learning how to be a sushi chef, and then no one trusted it because it was a black guy cooking sushi, and they were like, "Nah, man." You ever watch that Atlanta episode? And they just didn't trust.
Is that in the last season? If it's in the last season,
Yeah,
then
like
that's
the last one, and
yeah.
they go to point to like the
I
burger
haven't
place right
finished it.
across the street. But it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not look. I literally have the thing up here where people were claiming that like that it's pretty authentic considering that it's a fusion of East and West, and the stuff that he did to go and incorporate Chinese music is pretty authentic. I'm not saying that it's like it's one for one.
现
Like don't
在我会说我不同意，对不起，
and
我不
and
同
look,
意。
and as someone who has sat there and watched a Peking opera before about a Chinese hero who was just a guy who was like a lawyer who defended the people from tyrannical emperors and
Right.
people in power.
I see.
There's definitely a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like there's definitely like it's not a one to one like Peking opera versus like Monkey Journey to the West.
She-Hulk.
It ain't the same thing, but there's a lot of like musical styling structures and the way in which the performer will sing in accompaniment to the opera itself. That was extremely impressive, considering that Damon Albarn, a guy with like a punk rock, like electronic sound background, kind of did. And I was like, and I didn't know that he had that capacity. And that's probably me just underestimating him. But I thought that was pretty amazing. I love the way that like because I love Journey to the West and a lot of the ideas and imageries. The album kind of, for me, captures like the songs that of where they go to, right? The Dragon King, Battle in Heaven, stuff like that. For me, it captures like the essence of what that book novel is about, and so I love this album because of that. That's why I brought it to y'all attention because it's like it's culture, it's fusions of different like styles and ideas, and that's kind of what the novel is. Is that it's Chinese going
What's the
in
rating,
like
dog?
meeting like Indian deities and stuff. So I thought it's like pretty badass. I'm gonna go and give it an A. I'm not gonna give it A plus because honestly, I could do a B plus too because you guys are making the compelling argument that they need to go ahead and drop a live footage of the opera itself because I also heard it was pretty good, and the fact that it has never been recorded live is audacious. That's like when Wu Tang Clan was like, "There's another album, but only the richest person in the world can probably buy it." And it's
Only
like, okay,
Martin's
And guess
Fairly
what?
can
And
buy
guess
this
what? And
album.
guess what? He can keep it too.
yeah, yeah, but like, but regardless, Wu, what you thinking?
Um, so type of
We hate Wu Tang. We hate Wu Tang.
hey,
Everybody except for you'll put Raekwon to the side. We'll put Meth to the side.
What about
Ghostface to
ODB?
the side. Everybody else.
ODB, Method
We good
Man?
on that. We good on that, man.
Did you
I
put Meth
literally
to the
said.
side?
I literally just said
Okay.
put Meth to the side.
What about Jizza?
I think we should always put meth to the side. Very bad drug.
All
say
right,
no
come
to
on,
that.
man. What's the rating for Wayne Wu?
Who that Woo?
Woo.
Well, the weight rating for you is a C minor because
C minor.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no vision. Ain't no vision. I I take the ringtone. That'd be cool. I might take a couple songs, but they
Who's
probably
calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? Who's calling that shit?
I
Sorry.
like pretty girls, 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 girls.
No, no.
That
uh
version, that Will Smith song did sound way better with that
It's
telephone, that
actually a
Nokia
shame that it
joint.
does sound that good on that. But anyway,
It
look,
sounded
besides
so
the
much
point,
better.
man. C minor, man. I can
dang,
see it, man.
y'all ain't even let me finish, but yeah, C minor.
All right, man. I'm gonna I'll give it a I was leaning towards a C earlier, but like based off of this conversation, I'm gonna go with like a D because
Hey yo, shout out to D, shout out to D.
hey yo, yeah, that's the homie. But no, I'm gonna give it, you know what? I'm gonna give it a D plus. I'm gonna give it a D. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna stand on. And the reason why is because
I almost gave it a D plus.
yeah, I can't really I can't honestly give it. I can't honestly give it like a full review. This is a soundtrack to a movie that not only have I not seen, but I can't really even get like true artistic direction from the creators themselves. And like it's incomplete. It's like you know what's crazy? It's not even really the album's fault or Damon Albarn's fault. It's just like if you make a soundtrack, that's like, again, it's like making a soundtrack to a movie and then burning the movie. It's like y'all don't need to worry about the movie. It's like, but I don't know. You want me to just imagine? So what's the point of making the movie in the first place if I'm just going to imagine all the scenes? It's like, have you guys seen Kendrick Lamar's last album? There you go. That's basically what we're saying here. Is it's like, hey, what did you see when you heard it? It's like it makes it too subjective. And when it comes that subjective, I can't really give it a good grade because it's incomplete. So yeah, man, I'm giving it a D plus, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Damon Albarn, shout out to Gorillas. Eventually, we're gonna review one of you guys is like, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, we'll get to one of you guys' projects that I'll be able to like get grade favorably. But like, not right now. Not right now.
uh, I give it. Oh, by the way, it
Oh,
was
cliffhanger.
huh?
Cliffhanger. I thought you were gonna be like, I give it by the way, and it hangs up.
By the way, tune in next
No,
time.
no. It was heavenly. I said this off stream, off mic or whatever. It was
Yeah,
heavenly
yeah.
Peach Banquet that reminded me of that "Loving You" song. Because they had the la 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 la. But anyway,
Shout out Eddie Griffin. Shout out Eddie Griffin.
if I could sing, yeah, right, exactly. Shout out to her. If I could sing, I sing it for you guys. But anyway, my
That's my
rating
time to
would
think. Too.
be it'd be a C. I give it a solid C. Because like I said, I removing any because honestly, it'd probably be This is the way it kind of went. Before it was like a D. Then I found the synopsis and I bumped it up to like a C minus, and then somewhere along the lines it just became a C. I don't know what became
It's
it a C.
crazy. It's almost like if you were able to watch it.
Yeah,
It's just like
I think
it's
if being able to listen and watch it,
Wait,
it could have
wait,
potentially been a
I want
B.
to be clear. I want to be clear. Just to be clear, I'm not hating. I'm not clowning. It literally is just like it's like go listen to go listen to a Hans Zimmer like soundtrack and don't watch the movie. It's like you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Yeah.
I think the next theme should be the next theme should be. I want you guys to listen to this album, but it's on mute. It's like you can't turn the volume up. You have to listen to the album.
No. Now we have to watch the music videos on mute. Now we got to find like a
Exactly. I want you guys
Michael
to review
Jackson
this
music
album,
video
but
movie,
only
and then just
watch the
watch it on
music
mute.
videos and has to stay muted. Like
I mean,
that should be kind of dope, bro.
Yeah,
That might be kind of dope, bro.
we should watch Guava Island by Childish Gambino. Just put it on mute the whole movie.
what if we do like
I'll
a
still give it a bad rating because it's childish game beat
Hey,
okay, okay.
Rihanna's also in it though. Rihanna's in the movie.
What if we just picked like for the next thing we do, like next theme, we just pick the album we know everyone else is gonna hate? Because I have an album that I could queue up that's meant to be played in reverse. So basically, you have to listen to it
You should have done that 2 months ago.
for
Three
the
months
kids.
ago when we did the hated album.
Wait. I
I
thought that's
see.
what you did when you recommended Gorilla's first album.
Hey, Rilla's first album is considered a good album, but if you just don't like some, it's fine. I don't think Mona Lisa is actually that amazing, but some people regard it as one of the greatest art pieces of all time. Like,
That's one of Kendrick Lamar's best verses ever. No, I'm playing.
Mona Lisa.
actually, like, was it? I think it was. Oh yeah, the image Saturn devouring his son. That is a crazy pace of art. If you ever see it, it's crazy. Like you will never forget it because it
He's
is.
doing it to us again. Stop telling us about things that we can't see.
Hold on. Don't worry. I got you. I got you for all the fans out there.
Jesus Christ. He didn't even enlarge it. He didn't
Now
even
we just ban him
enlarge it. He just
every platform.
click on the picture. Just click. All you have to do is click. Yo, you know what?
Never.
I finally got it. I finally got it. The reason why 40 has like it's not that 40 has a weird taste in music. Is that when 40 listens to music in his mind, whatever forms is whatever form. If he could give us what is going on in his mind when he listens to this shit, we probably think this shit is fire. We probably think this shit is crazy. They're just like, shoot.
Hold on.
But nah, man. Bet, man.
Oh,
All
there
right,
it is.
man.
Have you ever heard of
Hold on.
Francisco
Hey,
Goya?
hold on. So we got our boy Cheddar, man. You gotta bring. You're finishing this month off, man,
Yeah,
with the
man.
theme, man. What's the word, Big Bird?
Coming straight from Ghana, not Nigeria.
Wait, that's not the same place.
Damn,
No
damn.
disrespect to Wiz Kid. This is just me trying to educate Fuller. But yeah, from straight from Ghana, we got my man Fuse ODG with New African Nation, and
Wait. You said OG makeup?
no Fuse Fuse
You said wait. You said
ODG.
OT Genesis?
Talk about Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, that Mexican OT.
Coming
Which
out of
actually would
Wall.
actually that's the only one that's the only one
Coming
those that
out
would
of
Randy
actually
Los
work.
Busta.
Angeles, Ghana. Coming out of
That's
Los
the
Angeles,
only
Ghana.
OT
Mexican
Mexican or
OT.
whatever. It was the only one that would work
Wait,
for me.
hold on. No. What's the give us the album name first and then
Okay.
the name.
New African Nation by Fuse ODG. But
New
like Fuse ODG, aka Off the Ground.
What you
But
got?
New African Nation, check out the regular. Don't check out the deluxe. I haven't listened to the deluxe before. I've only listened to the regular. So just
I,
listen to
we're,
the regular one.
I
we're
thought you.
doing the regular.
Yeah.
I thought you was going.
What's the genre, big dog?
I guess you could say it's Afro beats. I feel like this one's not as Afro beatsy as his other albums. In fact, the on Apple Music, it's the category is worldwide.
That's the one.
From the
That's
deluxe
the
or the
tag that.
regular?
No, wait, that's the tag that
Regular.
Apple Music puts on anything
Regular.
that's not like from America. or was it Central Middle?
Hey, flag on the
But yeah,
play.
yeah. There's some
There's
interesting,
already
there's some
a
interesting
song
features.
we listened
Huh?
to with Damian Marley in it. I think that's too many Damian Marley. We're gonna have to start
Maybe we
giving
should have done
credit
a Damon
to.
Marley album at this point.
Low key, man, we should have just done
Yeah,
Damian Marley month. The only problem is he only has like I think he only has like 2 albums.
Yeah.
let's just pick the one that has
Let me
"Welcome to
see.
Jam." Welcome to Jam. I think it's just "Welcome to
Does he
Jam."
even have an
Right?
album?
Also,
I think
let's
he
be
just has the
clear.
one
Let's be
song.
clear. I probably should have told you that album. The album was fire. Shout out to Damian Marley. The album was fire. I mean the whole album.
Yeah.
But nah,
Well, you know
man.
what? We could just do that as like our fan base pick. Hey, fans, do you guys want to hear it? You're gonna hear it. Unfortunately, sorry. Too bad. Too bad. So sad.
Hey, hey, Cheddar.
Yo.
You probably gonna have to do a tape on this one. 'Cause I can't find nothing.
Hey, hey, hold on, because we gotta make sure. Because there's a chance. Because he's the only one that's not. You know what I'm saying? Cheddar not from here. You know what I'm saying? So there's a chance. Cheddar, have you ever gone by any other name besides Cheddar or your birth name?
You mean like Fuse ODG?
Why
No,
wait? Why would
let me
you
ever
assume?
got my
Why
birthday.
would you assume that I was talking about that
I
one? wait,
Hey,
wait,
I just
Cheddar,
want to give a shout out
Cheddar,
to the fact that
are
there
you
is no
trying to
information on
promote your own mixtape?
You'll
He's
be
like, you
able to
guys are gonna be
tell.
able to find out a lot about him, man. You know what I'm saying?
it. Hey, Pullo, I need to give you a warning right quick. It does say Afro beats here, so we might be going back into the Afro beat genre right quick. Get
I
ready.
say it's light. I say it's a lot lighter on Afro beats than I don't know. I guess some of
when
it
you were
is.
On a
making it,
scale
how'd
of
you feel?
one to yeah.
Hmm?
Hey, Cheddar, I said when you were making it, how'd you feel? Did you consider? I almost got him. I almost got him. He was
Why does
about to
it
be
say
like,
that you're featured on
nah,
one of
man,
the
I don't
songs?
really consider it. I mean, hold on now. All right,
Man,
man.
that'd be wild. He was a world famous writer in Africa for Afro beats.
Exactly, but yet not surprising. All right, well, man. All right, we'll bring us home, man. Go ahead, get us out of here.
All right, next week we taking our shoes back off. Let's,
Hey, yo.
Are we going back
Putting
to
on the
Japan?
same.
hey, we about there.
Oh, wait. Tell like, are we going inside somebody's Japanese house?
That'd be kind of cool.
All right, man.
All right,
Hey,
bet.
we getting closer to 40 showing us his knees. So y'all,
Hey,
y'all,
hey, hold on. Hold on.
y'all keep
That,
liking, following, subscribing.
that's
Uh,
jokes.
we going undefeated.
So are we. So are we. Hey, what is that? Cheddar,
Um,
all we can see is Cheddar. It's. I'm pretty sure it says the Hulk, but I'm still Cheddar. Can you not see what Cheddar? Like you got to back. I mean, okay. You know what? Fine. I get it. Okay.
I can't make my camera not backwards.
Wait, no, not backwards. Can you back up?
Oh.
Cheddar's like this. Yeah, man. So are we. So are we. It's like Cheddar. We only see like 2 letters. Okay, respect, man. But nah, man. I'm gonna hit you boys up later, man.
40,
What?
get your hand out of there.